Have you ever had trouble getting what you want to say out? Do you ever stutter with your words? Have your hands get clammy, feel shaky, or you just explode with this word vomit of, like, you know, tons of stuff when you really just have one idea to say? My quote is, "Let me explain. No, it's too complicated. Let me sum it up," by Inigo, whoever that is. And today I'm going to discuss some of the complications of being a teenager. Luckily, I was just reading about this in my developmental psychology book, and I have some interesting facts for you. My book says that adolescents are way more likely to experience the highs and lows emotionally, even though their circumstances, such as a high-stress job or going to med school or, you know, having children, don't elicit such emotional turmoil. I think they said they were 5 times more likely to answer that their emotional state was very happy, and 3 times more likely to answer that their emotional state was very sad, and this is more likely than their adolescent or than their parents. Also, this psychologist named Erickson, he had these stages, and he had 8 stages of life, and the 5th stage is adolescence, and he said that in adolescence, he calls that stage identity and identity confusion, and basically he says that you either resolve who you're going to be, like as an adult, or you spend the rest of your life not knowing who you're going to be. So I think that that could definitely contribute to, you know, the complicating time in adolescence. You know, it might make you stutter or explode with word vomit. My 3rd example is my friend Ellen. She has a great life. You know, she lives in LA, and like she has this like great job that a 20-year-old should not have. You know, she gets paid like $20 an hour, and she has like no experience. And she goes to school, and like, you know, she's just like, she's doing really well. But every time I talk to her, it's like this like explosion. There's like no, you know, like there's no congruent like stuff, because she just has so much to say and like so much on her mind, and so, you know, that's my job as a friend, to like sort things out. But I definitely think that she's experiencing what Inigo said, which is, let me explain. No, it's too complicated. Let me sum it up. I think we live complicated lives, and sometimes it's hard to sort everything out.
All right, Kayla, I thought that you had a nice set of rhetorical questions there at the start. You made a good transition to what the topic was. I didn't quite catch the way your theme was going. The nice part is at the end you kind of come back to it and summarize it, and that makes it a lot clearer. There's not really a setup of the structure as it comes up, but you do a pretty good job signposting as you get to the individual points in the speech. I like the fact that you're using things that you had in your classroom and your personal experiences. That makes it a little bit more full in the presentation, and you have a few examples that you can talk about. Your voice projects very well. There's good variety in your voice. You sound pretty natural while you're talking. And there are 1 or 2 places where there are minor hesitancies, but those are mostly just, you know, the thought process coming upon you. You want to get the big page out of your hand. It's a little bit distracting, and you probably don't need it. you had those good ideas. I'm not sure if you can remember those ideas. If you get an outline in your head a little bit more, that would probably eliminate the need to have that page. You're pretty expressive with your face. You look friendly, and you're approaching the audience. Your focus, though, does tend to be right to the center part of the room. It's like the 3 rows here in the center getting all of your attention, and the 2 on this side and the 3 on that side are,
If I start looking at all
very
of the
peripheral.
eyes, I get like nervous. What if I just focus on one person?
Yeah, well, I think that's the problem. You need to distribute it a little bit more, and just look at one person at a time, like we talked about doing, instead of trying to look at everybody at once. Just make contact with one person at a time, and then with another person, but distribute it around, and you'll look a little bit less structured, tight, uncomfortable then. You have to practice that to see if it's going to work for you in reducing your anxiety. I think it probably will. All right, thank you.